Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Okay, so let us start with time, speed, and distance. Last session for the day. Time, speed, and distance. Now, everybody must be knowing the basic formula or the universal formula that is used for time, speed, and distance, correct? That is speed is equals to distance upon time. I hope everybody knows this formula, right? Speed is equal to distance upon time. Now, there are still some instances where students get confused. Time upon distance चाहिए, distance upon time चाहिए, या whatever it is, right? So how you can remember it in another way is, let's say time stands for T, speed is S, D is distance, correct? Now, can you tell me, so I'll just go with the Y method to understand this formula, right? So I have to fill this T, S, D in either of the compartments, correct? So this is the topmost compartment, this one, correct? So which part should I put in over here, time, speed, or distance? So whichever has the highest quantity. Now tell me, out of time, speed, and distance, which will always give you the greatest quantity or the greatest number or the greatest value? Time, speed, distance में से हमेशा सबसे बड़ा value किसका होता है? In the chat box, come on quickly. टाइम, स्पीड और डिस्टेंस को कंपेयर किया जाए तो सबसे बड़ा वैल्यू किसका होता है क्वेश्चन में? Exactly, distance is always the largest. Speed is always given in terms of 60 kilometers per hour, 80 kilometers per hour, max to max 120 kilometers per hour, something like this, right? Time is given as 4 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours, correct? But distance is somewhere like 500 kilometers, 700 kilometers, 200 kilometers, correct? So distance is always the greatest. So you will put distance over here, then either speed or time in either of the compartment, doesn't matter आप कौन से किसमें क्या SOT डालते हो. D should be always be on the top. So in that case, you can remember it like this. Distance will be equals to what? Speed multiplied by time, right? Speed will be equals to what? Speed will be distance upon time. Time will be equals to what? Distance upon speed. So you can just simply remember it like this. So whichever thing you want to find, you can understand कि किसको किसके साथ multiply करना है, as simple as that, right? Then when we talk about time, speed, and distance, जैसे time and work में बहुत अलग-अलग types थे. Similarly, we will be having different types in time, speed, and distance, correct? So the first type would be where time is same. Questions where time is same in the given conditions, in the given situations. Second, where distance is same. Right? Third, where speed is same. Mostly अपना time और distance के हिसाब से ही चलता है. Right? And fourth is where you have to find average speed. Now, can anybody tell me how do you find average speed? Or let me give you an example. Let's say you're going from point A to point B. It covers a distance of D1 in time T1, correct? In T1 hours, D1 kilometers. And let's say it uses a speed of S1 kilometers per hour. Then it is going from point B to point C, which is at a distance of D2 kilometers with T2 hours, right? And at a speed of S2 kilometers per hour. So in that case, can you tell me how do you find average speed? Come on, everybody in the chat box. How will you find average speed? Come on, tell me, how will you find total average speed? So one says total distance upon total time. One says S1 plus S2 by 2, right? Other says D1 upon T1 plus D2 upon T2, right? How will you find average speed? Which is the correct one over here? Now, the first thing that you need to understand is, so many of you answering S1 plus S2 by 2, that is, you are applying the average concept, sum of observations upon number of observations. So you want average speed, so sum of speeds upon number of speeds, right? But let me tell you, whenever you are asked to calculate average speed, you are never supposed to apply the formula of average, right? Or else, as in, you're never supposed to apply the concept of average, that is sum of observations upon number of observations. This is the last thing that you will be doing, or you should not be doing at all, right? This is not how you find average speed. This is so wrong. This is basically like S1 plus S2. Iska meaning kya hai, God knows. So actually the average speed is basically total distance traveled upon total time taken. This is absolutely correct. Total distance upon total time. Okay, so this is the average speed formula. Okay, so in that case, you can say total distance is d1 plus d2 upon total time taken is d1 plus d2. आप बोलोगे इसमें और इसमें फर्क क्या है, तो ऑब्वियसली बहुत फर्क है, राइट? ये अलग अलग टर्म्स हुए. ये d1 प्लस d2 को अगर हम लोग को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है तो इट विल बी d1 अपॉन t1 प्लस t2 एंड d2 अपॉन t1 प्लस t2. ये ऐसे होगा, तो ये अलग है दोनों भी. Anyways, I hope you have understood. The average speed is total distance traveled upon total time taken. Okay, let us see the next one. Now next is, what if you have to, what if the distance traveled is same? आपने कभी एक फॉर्मूला भी देखा रहेगा छोटा. अभी अगर यहाँ पे आप A to B जा रहे हो, B to C जा रहे हो with a speed of S1 kilometers per hour, S2 kilometers per hour, our distance traveled is same. If the distance traveled is same, then only, ये necessary condition है that distance traveled should be same. Then only you can apply a direct formula that says twice of twice of S1 into S2 upon S1 plus S2. Where two speeds are given, S1 and S2. If distances traveled are same, you can define average speed by using the formula 2S1 S2 upon S1 plus S2. Okay. Let us start with the questions one by one, then we'll get an. Let's start with this first question, everybody. No, that is incorrect. Omkar, Prashant, that is incorrect. Do it again. Now I can see some correct answers. That's correct. Good one. Mohit, that is correct. Jayesh, that is correct. Sumit, that is correct. Ajay, that's correct. Prashant, no, that is incorrect. Keep solving, keep trying, Prashant. You will surely get the correct one. Here you need to understand the concept first. Understand the type of question. What is same over here? Is the time same? Or is the speed same? Or is the distance same over here, guys? Tell me first that. See, first of all, you are going from your home to your school, let's say. You're going from home. The boy is going from home to its school. Correct? If he goes with a normal speed, let's say first of all, he goes with a speed of S1 and he reaches in time T1. Okay. But what if he changes his speed? What if he goes by another speed? So obviously he'll take another time to reach. But he's traveling the same distance, no? हम लोग को कंसिडर क्या करना है, यही सेम डिस्टेंस कंसिडर करना है होम टू स्कूल. मतलब दिस इज अ टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन वेयर डिस्टेंस इज सेम. So can I say this distance traveled is d1 and this distance traveled d2, both are same. So if d1 and d2 are same, I know the formula of d1, that is speed into time. बस यही मुझे अप्लाई करना है, right? That is s1 into t1 is equals to s2 into t2. Once I understand the type of question, it becomes easier to solve. So if I know distance is same, that is it, I applied the formula of distance. Now I will substitute the formulas. S1, let S1 and T1 be same. S2, what have they said? That the speed is increased to 9 by 5 times of his original speed. So S2 is 9 by 5 of S1. And what is T2? He reaches 30 minutes before, मतलब original time से 30 minutes कम लेगा वो पहुंचने के लिए. That is it. Solve, you will get the value of T. S1 gets cancelled out. This becomes 5T1 equals to 9 times T1 minus 30. Open the brackets. You get 5T1 is equals to 9T1 minus 270. That becomes 4T1 equals to 270. So how much is T1 value, guys? Come on, tell me. What is the value of T1 that you get? Yes, correct. So 270 by 4, right? So 6 are 24, 30. So you will get 7s are 28, 67.5 minutes will be the correct answer. Am I clear with this, guys? Those who got it wrong, have you understood? Good. Let us take the next question then. Do this question, come on. So I can see Vivek, that is correct. Mukul, that is correct. Akash, that is incorrect. So again, there are many ways to solve this question. One of the ways would be to go through our original method, that is understanding the type of question. So can you tell me in this question, what is same? Speed is same, distance is same, or is time same? Tell me, what is same over here? Because if you see, that is correct, Janvi, good. So once you know that time is same, why is time same? Because let's say the Ramesh is standing over here, right? Thief is standing over here, and they are at a distance of 80 meters from each other, correct? Now when Ramesh sees the thief, or when thief sees the Ramesh, they start running. That means they start running at the same time. Iska speed है 7 meters per second, thief speed is 5 meters per second. They both start running, and after covering a certain distance, Ramesh catches the thief. Right? Ramesh catches the thief. So in that case, they both will stop at the same time. ना रमेश ने अगर एक बार thief को पकड़ लिया, तो वो दोनों भी एक साथ रुकेंगे ना. They both start at the same time. They both stop at the same time. That means time taken by both Ramesh and thief is same. So can I say time taken by Ramesh is same as time taken by thief? I know what is time. Time is basically distance upon speed. That is it. एक बार ये आपको समझ गया. You simply have to put your, you just have to substitute the values, no guys? So I know speed of Ramesh is 7. Distance traveled by Ramesh is how much? Ramesh ने ये point से लेके ये point तक travel किया. How much is it, guys? Can anybody tell me what is the distance traveled by Ramesh? In the chat box, come on. At least you can answer this much. How much has Ramesh traveled? Ramesh has traveled from this point to this point, no? So that will be 80 plus D. Yes, correct. 80 plus D. And how much has thief traveled? Thief has traveled with a speed of 5. What is the distance taken traveled by thief? Only this much part, that is D. Cross multiply, you will get the answer. No, done. See how easy this was. So if you cross multiply, you will get the answer. That is what we have to find. No, D we have to find. That becomes 2D is 400. D is equals to 200. Done. So 200 meters is the answer. You can do it with relative speed as well, since both are traveling the same direction. You can take 2 meters per second. Right? You can do it with relative speed concept as well, but it is not required right now. Anyways, if they both are traveling in the same direction, we consider relative speed as difference between the two speeds, right? That will be 7 minus 5, 2 meters per second. And to cover this distance 80, how much time do they take? So to cover this time, to cover this distance 80, right? Time taken is how much? That is 40. I hope you're understanding. Right? So in 40 seconds, how much is thief going to travel? Or you can just consider the distance traveled then. So in 40 seconds, so 40 seconds is the time taken by both. So in 40 seconds, how much will thief travel with a speed of 5 meters per second? Right? So distance traveled will be speed into time. That is 200 meters. Even you can do it this way as well. Right? But first, clear your concepts. Why did this happen or this happen? Either ways, it is going to take the same amount of time. Okay. I hope 200 meters is clear to you guys. Now do this one. This is quite a logical question. No, Mukul, that is incorrect. Do it again. Yeah, now that is correct, Mukul. How about others? Come on. Yes, Ajay, that is absolutely correct. Akash, that is correct. Good. So yes, 2250 is absolutely correct, guys. So how do we solve this type of question? Pay attention. So PQ and R are in a cycle race of 4,500 meters. So here you need to understand one relation between speed, time and distance. The proportionality is, guys. जितना आप speed बढ़ाओगे उतना distance cover करोगे, right? Yes or no? The more speed you take, the more speed you have, the more distance you will cover. So speed is directly proportional to distance. तो अगर आप speed को twice करोगे तो distance भी उसी factor से double होगा, right? As in change होगा. So अगर speed को twice करोगे तो distance भी twice होगा. Speed को thrice करोगे तो distance भी thrice होगा. Speed को half करोगे तो distance भी half होगा. I hope you are understanding this. Correct? So what have they said? We have a race over here, P, Q and R, right? This is the finishing line, let's say. This is the finishing line. And this entire race is 4,500 meters long. Now, if P has already reached over here, that means the distance traveled by P is 4,500. And we want what is the distance traveled by Q, correct? Now, P cycles twice as fast as Q. इसका meaning क्या है? Speed of P is twice of that of Q. Yes or no? P का speed Q से twice है. तो obviously distance traveled by P will also be twice of that of Q. Directly proportional है ना, speed twice है तो distance भी twice होगा. Distance traveled by P is 4,500. So distance traveled by Q will be what? Half of it, that is 2250. मतलब जब P पूरा रेस क्रॉस करेगा तब तक Q हाफ वे पे होगा at a distance of 2250. Am I clear with this, guys? See how direct question this was. इसमें कुछ ज्यादा करना भी नहीं था. I hope it is clear to everybody. Now take this question. This is a good question. Come on. This was the previous question. Okay. Do this question now. Yes, Tejashri, that is absolutely correct. What about others, guys? Come on. Okay, let me solve this question for everyone. What have they said? Ajay and Vijay travel from A to B at 17 kilo. Abhi dekho. First, imagine the scenario, guys. This is point A and this is point B. And this total distance is 72 kilometers. Okay. This total distance is 72 kilometers. Now, what is happening? We have Ajay and Vijay. Ajay travels. Okay, mute yourself, guys. Okay, so Ajay is traveling with the speed of 17 kilometers per hour and Vijay is traveling with the speed of 19 kilometers per hour. तो obvious है विजय की स्पीड ज्यादा है तो वो जल्दी पहुंचेगा पॉइंट बी. तो विजय has covered the entire 72 kilometers and then he starts returning. मतलब विजय ने already 72 kilometers क्रॉस किया, तब तक ये अजय चल ही रहा है. क्रॉस करने के बाद विजय इज रिटर्निंग अगेन. पहुंचने के बाद अजय इज अगेन वॉकिंग टूवर्ड्स ए. ये इतना चलने के बाद अजय एंड विजय बोथ मीट. दैट मीन दिस इज द एक्स्ट्रा डिस्टेंस विजय हैज ट्रेवल्ड अगेन. आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग गाइस. दैट मीन्स विजय ने ये पूरा डिस्टेंस 72 कवर किया प्लस ये एक्स्ट्रा डी कवर किया. And how much has Ajay traveled? Ajay did not travel even the entire 72. Ajay only traveled from this point to here, no? Till he meets Vijay again. So he's traveled only this much. That means from the entire 72, if you subtract this D part, then Ajay has traveled only 72 minus D part. No, Sumit, Mohit, that is incorrect. Do it again. एक बार ये आपको मिल गया, that is it. Again, for this question, what is the type of question? Time same है, speed same है, distance same है? Come on, tell me, guys. What type of question is this? Is the time same, speed same, or distance same? Time is same because Ajay and Vijay both start at the same time, right? And they both stop at the same time when they meet each other, correct? That means time taken by Ajay is same as time taken by Vijay. Time is distance upon speed. Distance of Ajay upon speed of Ajay. Directly substitute करना है आपको, guys. Do it, come on. Speed of Ajay is 17. Speed of Vijay is 19. Distance traveled by Ajay is 72 minus D. 72 plus D. That is it. You have to cross multiply and solve this. That will be 19 into 72 minus 19D equals to 17 into 72 plus 17D. 19 plus 17 is basically 36D. And this will, you can take 72 in common, 19 minus 17, ऐसे आएगा. Right? So that will be 72 into 2. So 4 kilometers is the correct answer. See how easy this was. The only thing you had to understand, see, once you understand time is same, you directly form this and you only have to substitute the values, guys. Am I clear with this one, everybody? Am I clear with this? Come on, a quick response, yes or no? I hope everybody is following. Reply, guys. Don't sleep. Acha, try this question. No, Shri, that is incorrect. Nobody has got the answer for this. Come on. Yes, Mukul, that is correct. Good. So even this question can be solved in a similar manner. Let me tell you how to do this, and I will tell you a shorter method as well. Okay, because this is a typical type of question. I want everybody to pay attention. A very typical question. उनका क्वेश्चन क्या है, देखो क्वेश्चन भी देखो, व्हाट इज द टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन यू गेट ओवर हियर. टिपिकल फॉर्मेट ऐसे, राइट. उन्होंने बोला कि आपको ए टू बी जाना है. अगर एक स्पीड से जाओगे तो आप T1 मिनट्स लेट पहुंचोगे, T1 मिनट्स या आवर्स लेट पहुंचोगे, लेट या अर्ली पहुंचोगे ओरिजिनल टाइम से. लेट्स से ओरिजिनल टाइम है अपना T, तो उससे आप T1 मिनट्स लेट या अर्ली पहुंचोगे. अगर आप दूसरी स्पीड से जाओगे तो T2 मिनट्स लेट या अर्ली पहुंचोगे. दोनों भी लेट लेट हो सकता है, दोनों भी अर्ली अर्ली हो सकता है, या लेट अर्ली अर्ली लेट, कुछ भी हो सकता है, राइट. ये टिपिकल क्वेश्चन है. एक स्पीड से जाओगे तो T1 मिनट्स लेट और अर्ली, दूसरे स्पीड से जाओगे तो T2 मिनट्स लेट और अर्ली. एंड दे आस्क यू व्हाट इज द डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड. ओके, एंड दे आस्क यू व्हाट इज द डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड. सो ये बहुत ही बेटर, बहुत ही बेसिक क्वेश्चन है, राइट. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. नाउ हियर आई नो द डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इज सेम, तो यू कुड हैव डन D1 इक्वल्स टू D2. तो अगर आप स्पीड 1 से जाओगे तो ओरिजिनल टाइम से कुछ तो आप, लेट्स से यहाँ पे क्या बोला है, अगर आपका पहला स्पीड, आप अगर 50 किलोमीटर पर आवर से जाओगे, राइट, तो आप ओरिजिनल टाइम से कितना हो रहा है, 30 मिनट्स लेट पहुंच रहे हो. लेट्स से T माइनस, नाउ दिस इज इन किलोमीटर्स पर आवर, दिस इज इन मिनट्स, सो यू हैव टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू आवर्स, नो. सो दैट विल बी 30/60. मतलब ओरिजिनल टाइम से आप हाफ आवर लेट जल्दी पहुंच रहे हो. सॉरी, ही इज लेट बाय, सो आप लेट पहुंच रहे हो, मतलब एक्स्ट्रा और हाफ आवर ले रहे हो. सिमिलरली अगर आप S2 दैट इज 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर से जाओगे तो आप ओरिजिनल टाइम से 10 मिनट्स जल्दी पहुंच रहे हो. आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस. दैट इज इट. सब्स्टिट्यूट करो. आई नो दैट द डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इज सेम, करेक्ट. सो इट विल बी S1 into T1, ये ऐसे कुछ तो मिलेगा, राइट, इक्वल्स टू S2 into T2, correct. So if you solve this, you will get the answer over here, correct. That is 50T. This gets cancelled out. 5 times 60T plus 30 upon 60 equals to 6 into 60T minus 10 upon 60. This gets cancelled out. You get 300T plus 150, 360T minus 60. So if you solve this now, you will get the value of T. और ये T का वैल्यू फाइंड करने के बाद आपको डिस्टेंस फाइंड करना है. तो आइदर आप ये यूज कर सकते हो या फिर ये यूज कर सकते हो. सो इफ आई यूज D1, that is 50 into T plus 1/2, that is 30/60. यहाँ पे T सब्स्टिट्यूट करो तो आपको D मिल जाएगा. आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस गाइस, राइट. पर इसमें थोड़ा सा टाइम जाएगा, बट अच्छा खासा टाइम जा रहा है सॉल्व करने में, राइट. सो उससे अच्छा ये ऐसे टिपिकल क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने के लिए यू हैव अनदर मेथड दैट इज कॉल्ड एज क्लॉक अप्रोच. एक क्लॉक से ही हम लोग समझ लेंगे. अभी यहाँ पे हम लोग ने T फाइंड किया ना, तो ये T फाइंड करने के लिए हम लोग को ये सब स्टेप सॉल्व करना पड़ा. तो ये क्लॉक अप्रोच से हम लोग को ये T बहुत जल्दी मिल जाता है. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस गाइस? Now please pay attention over here. Again, I'll just repeat the typical format. If you want to go from point A to B, but point A to B, if you use S1 kilometers per hour, right? You let's say reach T1 minutes late. Original time say you reach T1 minutes late. But if you go with another speed that is S2 kilometers per hour, you let's say reach T2 minutes early. Then what is the clock approach, guys? You will draw a clock. हम लोग को बेसिकली क्या फाइंड करना है? Difference between the two timings find करना है. So I can find the distance. Then the formula is S1 into S2 upon S1 minus S2. यहाँ पे basically greater minus smaller करना है into that T. So this T is basically how this T is to be found out using the clock approach, correct? So what I'll do in clock approach is I want everybody to pay attention. I'll draw a simple clock. I'll show this reference hand at 12, right? This is 3, this is 6, this is 9, correct? Then I'll do is अगर मैं पहले स्पीड से गई that is 50 kilometers per hour, I am reaching 30 minutes late. मतलब ये अगर मेरा ओरिजिनल टाइम है वो 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 मिनट्स लेट पहुंचेगा. ये कितना है? 30 है. 30 मिनट्स लेट पहुंच रहा है. But if you go with a different speed of let's say 60 kilometers per hour, you are reaching 10 minutes early. मतलब ये ओरिजिनल टाइम से 5, 10, you are going 10 minutes early. मतलब लेफ्ट में होगा ना. So how do I find this T, guys? So ये जो डिस्टेंस होता है दो हैंड्स के बीच का, ब्लू एंड रेड, ओके, ये जो डिस्टेंस होता है दो हैंड का बीच का, दैट गिव्स मी T. तो ये डिस्टेंस कितना है? ये इतना 10 है और ये इतना 30 है. तो टोटल डिस्टेंस कितना है? 10 plus 30. So that is 40 minutes. So what is this T, guys? 40 minutes. 40 by 60 hours. Correct? That is it. Substitute the formula now. S1 is what? 50 into 60. Greater minus smaller करना है irrespective of S1 and S2, and this will be 40 by 60. So this is what? This 60 gets cancelled out. 50 into 40 upon 10. So you get 200 kilometers as the answer. Done. See how easy this was? Obviously ये लिखते बैठना तो है नहीं, डायरेक्टली ये ड्रॉ कर दिया, राइट? रफली आपको ये समझ गया कि टी कितना है, आपने डायरेक्टली अप्लाई कर दिया फॉर्मूला में, हो गया आपका काम. इफ नॉट लाइक दिस, अगर वंस यू गेट दिस टी, ये एक हुआ. आई विल शो यू अनदर अप्रोच एज वेल. अगर ये आपको फॉर्मूला याद नहीं रखना, तो मैंने क्या बोला, टी क्या है? ये डिफरेंस बिटवीन द टू टाइमिंग्स. नो, ये T1 T2 नहीं है. थर्टी मिनट्स लेट, 10 मिनट्स अर्ली. मतलब इसका टाइम होगा T1 और दूसरे का टाइम होगा T2. तो ये T1 मुझे कैसे, डिफरेंस क्या है दो टाइमिंग्स का? 40 by 60. T1 कैसे मिलेगा? आई नो T1, T इज डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड. सो पहले का डिस्टेंस अपॉन पहले का स्पीड दैट इज 50. दूसरे का डिस्टेंस अपॉन दूसरे का स्पीड इज 60. यू कैन सॉल्व इट विद दिस मेथड एज वेल. मतलब ये क्या हुआ? ये S1 किलोमीटर्स फॉर D डिस्टेंस, राइट? यू आर टेकिंग टोटल T1 आवर्स टू रीच, राइट? बट ये ओरिजिनल T1 से क्या हो रहा है? ये ओरिजिनल टाइम से T1 30 मिनट्स ज्यादा है. ये वही D डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल करने के लिए ले रहा है T2 आवर्स. ये T2 ओरिजिनल टाइम से है 10 मिनट्स कम, करेक्ट? सो ये जो डिफरेंस है ना, दैट इज गिवन बाय दिस क्लॉक, दैट इज 40. तो T1 और T2 का डायरेक्टली आप सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हो. सो 40 by 60 is equals to 60D minus 50D upon 50 into 60. This gets cancelled out, right? So you get 40 into 50 equals to 10D. So see, you still get D is equals to 200. Either ways you can do it, your choice. Either remember this formula or you can do it this way. They both take same time. Am I clear with this, everybody? Is it clear to everyone? Can I get a quick yes? We have a similar question. Come on. I showed you the typical approach as well, where you consider time is same, distance is same, and you go forward. Or Since this is a typical format of the question, right? You can simply stick to this clock approach, right? Let's solve the similar question. Do this one. Yes, Ajit, I'll give you access. Just a minute. Yes, given. Till then others can keep solving. Okay, so I can see some answers. Mukul, that is absolutely correct. Shri, that is wrong. Mohit, that is wrong. Keep solving, guys. So similar question. See, Rohit drives from his home. Again, he is going from point A to point B. If he takes a speed of 30 kilometers per hour, he reaches 20 minutes late. And when he uses another speed, can you tell me what is the second speed? Shri, Mohit, or anybody else? who have not yet answered. What is the second speed that you have taken? Then the next day he increases his speed by 15 kilometers per hour. Is the speed 15? What is the second speed? They have said he increases his speed by 15. That means original speed is 30. You have to increase it by more 15. So my new speed will be 45 kilometers per hour. And by that he is reaching 8 minutes late. So I know the distance formula, that is S1 into S2 upon S1 minus S2 into T. I need to find this T. So I'll go for the clock approach. This will let this be the original time, right? On first 5, 10, 15, 20, he is reaching 20 minutes late. So this is 20. Yes, Shri, that is correct now. And afterwards, he is reaching 8 minutes late. So this is 8. Yes, Vivek, that is correct. This is 8. So what did I tell you? What do you have to find? You have to find the distance between these two hands, no? ये pink वाला आपको find करना है. So this entire red is 20 and this blue part is 8. So if I subtract from entire, if I subtract this part, I will get this pink hand and that is 12 minutes. So the difference is 12 minutes. The difference is 12 minutes. So can I specifically say अगर एक late और एक early होगा ना तो आपको basically add करना होता है, जैसे हम लोग ने पहले किया था, right? एक late हुआ और एक early हुआ तो आपको ये add करना पड़ता है. But अगर दोनों भी late हुए या दोनों भी early हुए, right? तो आपको करना पड़ेगा minus, difference आपको subtract करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि वो ऐसे होगा ना, ओरिजिनल से एक इधर, तो आपको ये फाइंड करना है. तो इट विल बी टोटल माइनस दिस, तो आपको ये मिलेगा. आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. उल्टा भी जाओगे अर्ली वाले पार्ट में, एक ये और एक ये, तो इसमें से पूरा आपको इतना सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है तो ये मिलेगा. सो if both are late or both are early, you subtract. If one is late and one is early, you can add. Basic, right? So 12 minutes can be written as 12 by 60 hours. That is it. Substitute. This is 30, this is 45, 45 minus 30, and this is 12 by 60. Done. Ones are, twos are, ones are, six are. 45 minus 30 is 15, ones are, threes are. So you get 6 threes are 18 kilometers directly. See, that is it. See how less time it takes? Yes, Akash, that's correct. I hope you have understood this, guys. Am I clear with this? Let's do this question quickly. So this is quite an easy one. Pratik travels 96 kilometers at a speed of 16 kilometers per hour using a bike, right? So he is going from one point to another. Okay, so here we are directly. So how do you find average speed? First of all, guys, average speed is total distance upon total time taken. Total distance upon total time, correct? So what is the total distance over here? 96 kilometers plus 124 kilometers plus 105 kilometers. Is time given to you? Time is not given, right? So how will you find time? So I know that time is equal to distance upon speed. Respective speeds are given. So can I say time one would be 96 upon 16, right? For the distance of 124, speed is 31. And for the distance of 105, speed is 7. So this is what you will get T1, T2 and T3. So how much is 96 plus 124 plus 105, guys? 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 5 15. 9 plus 1 10, 11 12. And 1 plus 1 3. 325 upon 96 by 16 is 6. Plus this is 4 zar plus this is 15 zar. So 6 plus 4 10 plus 15 is 12 25. 1 zar 13 zar 325. So 13 kilometers per hour is the average speed. That is absolutely correct, guys. See how good, how easy this was, right? So this was an easy question. Let's see the next one. Now, this is another type of question I want to look at. Another typical question. Read the question and I'll explain you. Another typical question. Come on, read the question. A walks from Jammu to Delhi. So we have this Jammu over here and we have Delhi over here. So A is walking from Jammu towards Delhi and B is walking from Delhi towards Jammu. Okay. At a certain point, they will cross each other. At a certain point, they will cross each other, and after crossing each other, A reaches in, let's say, 361 hours, and B reaches in, let's say, 289 hours. Correct? So in that case, see what is it? See what is the theory given over here? Only data given to you over here is time taken to reach the respective points after they cross each other. Means when A and B cross each other, time taken by A to reach Delhi is 361 hours. Time taken by B is 289 hours. सिर्फ इतना ही data दिया हुआ है. As I said, this is a typical format of the question. So in that case, what is asked? They are asking you to find ratio of the speeds. इतना पता है कि distance traveled by A and B are same. सिर्फ उल्टे जा रहे हैं. So in such cases, how do you find ratio of speeds? बहुत ही direct होते हैं ये questions. Ratio of speed of A to B will be square root of the reciprocal of the timings. मतलब A के रिस्पेक्ट टू A का टाइमिंग नहीं लेंगे, उल्टा लेंगे. So A के रिस्पेक्ट टू B का टाइम लेंगे, TB by TA. Right? This is how you find the ratio of the speeds. Is it clear to everybody? Right? So ratio ये direct है. Take it as a formula, guys. इसका प्रूफ चाहिए रहेगा तो रहे, there will be proof as well, but right now we do not have time to explain that part. Take it as a formula कि जब भी ऐसे टाइप का क्वेश्चन होगा कि एक पर्सन जा रहा है टुवर्ड्स बी, दूसरा पर्सन जा रहा है टुवर्ड्स ए, राइट, एंड द टाइमिंग्स आर गिवन to reach their respective points after crossing each other, then how do you find the ratio of the speeds? That will be square root of the reciprocal of the timings taken, right? So the ratio of A to B, speed of A to speed of B will be how much? It will be square root of 289 to 361. So I know square root of 289 is 17 and this is 19. So 17 is to 19 is the ratio of their speed. Am I clear with this, guys? Did you understand this part? This is a direct one. Take it as a formula. Come on. Abdul, in the previous question, we just applied total distance upon total time formula. That is it. नथिंग मच, एवरेज स्पीड का क्वेश्चन था वो. नाउ टेक दिस सिमिलर क्वेश्चन, कम ऑन. So you can see again, right? We had two cyclists going from city A to city B. Cyclist 1, or let's say cyclist A, if it is going towards B, cyclist B is going towards A, correct? When they cross each other, cyclist A reaches B in 4 hours and cyclist B reaches A in 9 hours. That is it. So if you have to find speed of A to B, it will be reciprocal, square root of the reciprocal of the timing speed to A, right? That is 9/4, that is 3:2, guys. उल्टा लेना था ना, भूल गए? I hope you have understood this. So 3:2 will be the answer and not 2:3. Am I clear with this? So many of you have given 2:3 as the answer. That is not correct. उल्टा लेना है, reciprocal लेना है, right? That is what I had explained in the last question as well. Am I clear now? Come on. Okay, now let us understand some parts about trains. Now when I talk about trains, trains में क्या क्या consider करना होता है? Trains में हम लोग consider करते हैं relative motion, relative speed, as in when two or more objects are moving. Okay, now first thing that you have to consider over here is, right? So if I have, let's say, length of, अगर एक प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है, सो लेंथ ऑफ रिस्पेक्टिव ट्रेन्स दिए हैं या प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है या ब्रिज दिया है, करेक्ट? सो यू हैव टू कंसीडर दीज लेंथ इनटू डिस्टेंस. कंसीडर द लेंथ इन रिस्पेक्टिव डिस्टेंस. इन डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल्ड. ओके, मतलब ट्रेन का लेंथ दिया है या प्लेटफॉर्म का लेंथ दिया है, वो हम लोग को डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल्ड में इंक्लूड करना है. Similarly, what if length is given, length of a cycle is given, or a car is given, or a signal is given, or an electric pole is given, or a man standing is given, correct? So all these are point objects, no guys? So these objects will not have length. जितना ट्रेन या प्लेटफॉर्म का लेंथ होता है, उतना ये पॉइंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स को तो लेंथ होता ही नहीं है. So their lengths are considered as zero. Their lengths are considered as zero. Okay, थर्ड नीड यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड इज रिलेटिव स्पीड. रिलेटिव स्पीड मतलब क्या? स्पीड ऑफ वन ऑब्जेक्ट. रिलेटिव स्पीड मीन्स व्हाट? स्पीड ऑफ वन ऑब्जेक्ट in relation with speed of another object. Am I clear with this? So now let's understand. तो ये relative speed भी कैसे find करते हैं, उसमें हम लोग के पास cases है. First case is when both objects are traveling in the same direction. Both objects moving in same direction. Let's say this is a train moving in this direction with a speed of s1 kilometers per hour, and you have another train moving in the same direction s2 kilometers per hour. So how do you find the relative speed? So relative speed will be the difference between the two speeds, right? Relative speed will be what? Difference between the two speeds, greater minus smaller, right? Greater minus smaller करना है. Second case is when both the objects are moving in opposite direction, let's say. This is s1 kilometers per hour, and this is another object moving in opposite direction s2 kilometers per hour. So in that case, how do you find the relative speed? Relative speed will be addition of the two speeds. Okay, ये इतना आपको ट्रेन्स में याद रखना है. बाकी स्पीड इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम एंड ऑल, ये एवरीथिंग विल रिमेन एज इट इज, राइट. सिर्फ ये स्पीड में आपका एक्स्ट्रा कंसेप्ट आता है रिलेटिव स्पीड, डिस्टेंस में एक्स्ट्रा कंसेप्ट आता है लेंथ ऑफ ट्रेन, प्लेटफॉर्म या ब्रिज का. Am I clear with this? Write it down or just take a screenshot of it. Then I'll tell you about streams and boats as well. Okay. Let us understand about streams and boats. अभी streams and boats वाले जो questions होते हैं ना guys, streams and boats वाले question, उसमें आपको दो points याद रखने हैं हमेशा. That is, you always have to consider the stream मतलब क्या? जो भी water flow रहेगा, whether it is a river, whether it is a swimming pool, whether it is a sea, whatever they have given, correct? And boats मतलब क्या? Boats की जगह पे इंसान भी हो सकता है जो swim कर रहा हो, correct? It is just a moving object in the water flow, correct? In the water stream, water body. Now let us understand this. Now here you always have to understand speed of the boat and still water. ये कंसेप्ट होता है स्पीड ऑफ बोट इन स्टिल वाटर. मतलब स्पीड का अपना, बोट का अपना स्पीड, वाटर के फ्लो का उस पर कुछ असर नहीं है, कुछ इफेक्ट नहीं है, करेक्ट. So in that case, speed of boat in still water, always consider it as x kilometers per hour, assume करो, correct. And speed of river, river का अपना स्पीड, speed of river, let it be y kilometers per hour. इतना याद रखो कि ये जो स्पीड का बोट का स्पीड होता है ना, वो हमेशा ज्यादा रहता है रिवर की स्पीड से. बोट का स्पीड ज्यादा रहेगा तो ही वो रिवर के अगेंस्ट या रिवर के विथ फ्लो कर पाएगा ना. So you need to understand these basic things. Anyways, now here we have concept of upstream and downstream. The first concept is upstream. Upstream का meaning क्या है guys? When a boat is flowing or traveling upstream, upstream means against the flow. Upstream means against the flow. मतलब जिस डायरेक्शन में स्ट्रीम फ्लो हो रहा है, वाटर फ्लो हो रहा है, उसके अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में आपका बोट जा रहा है या फिर पर्सन स्विम करके जा रहा है, करेक्ट. सो आई जस्ट ड्रॉ इट. सो स्पीड ऑफ द रिवर, ये जा रहा है रिवर का डायरेक्शन, लेट इट बी y kilometers per hour. And this is the boat over here. Let's say he is going in the opposite direction, right? So इसका है, let's say speed of the boat, खुद का speed है उसका in still water x kilometers per hour. Then how do you find upstream speed? So upstream speed will be, you know, how will you find upstream speed? It will be the difference between the two speeds. ऑब्वियसली हम लोग अपस्ट्रीम स्पीड डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम भी यूज कर सकते हैं, बट ये करेंगे, ये भी फाइंड करेंगे एंड देन वी इक्वेट दिस बोथ. ओके, सिमिलरली सेकेंड वाला कंसेप्ट क्या है? डाउनस्ट्रीम. डाउनस्ट्रीम मीन्स व्हाट? डाउनस्ट्रीम मीन्स विद द फ्लो, right? As in, if this is the river, it is moving in this direction by kilometers per hour, then the boat is also traveling in the same direction x kilometers per hour. So in that case, how do you find downstream speed? Downstream speed will be addition of the two speeds. Am I clear with this, guys? बस ये इतना extra concept है. Now we'll see some questions. Come on. Is everybody clear with this? Okay, let us see some questions now. Solve this one quickly. No, that is not correct. Why so many different answers, guys? Two trains. एक train है अपने पास and the length is 126 meters. Correct? And we have another train that is 119 meters, right? Now they are moving towards each other like this. Their speeds are 12 meters per second and 23 meters per second. The first thing you should understand over here is if there are two trains traveling, they both are in motion. So the first thing that should come in your mind is relative speed. And since they both are moving in opposite direction, relative speed will be the addition of the two. 23 plus 2 is 25 plus 10, 35 meters per second, right? And the total distance traveled will be the length of the trains, 126 plus 119. 6 plus 9 is 15, 2 plus 1 is 3, 4 to 45, correct? So what is the time taken to cross each other? I know time is distance upon speed. That will be 245 upon 35, right? 5 sevens are 35, 5 fours are 20, right? Nines are, ones are, sevens are. So see, 7 seconds is the correct answer. In 7 seconds, both the trains will cross each other. Am I clear with this? Mukul, Mohit? This was an easy question. You only see the formula will remain same. Just यहाँ पे distance क्या substitute करना है और speed क्या substitute करना है वही matter करेगा, वही change होगा. यहाँ पे speed होगा relative speed and यहाँ पे distance होगा lengths of the trains respectively. Am I clear with this? Am I clear, guys? Come on, yes or no? Are you guys following? Okay. Do this one question. This is a good question. Come on. So this is a good question, guys. Let us see how to do this. A car starts from city X at 9 a.m. I want everybody to pay attention. This is city X, right? There is this car which starts at 9 a.m., right? And travels towards another city Y at 70 kilometers. इसका speed क्या है? 70 kilometers per hour. We have this another city Y, correct? Another car starts from the city Y at 10 a.m. ये दूसरा कार है जो 10 a.m. को start होगा. And this has a speed of 85 kilometers per hour towards city X. The distance between the two cities is 690 kilometers. This is the total distance, right? Then at what time do they meet? So first of all, these both cars are in motion. My first step would be to understand what is the relative speed. So what is the relative speed over here? Come on, quickly, go step by step. Tell me the answer. What is going to be the relative speed over here? What will be the relative speed? Come on, quickly. So that will be 7. You will be, since they both are in the opposite directions, you will be adding their speeds. Correct? So 70 plus 80 is 150. So 155 kilometers per hour is the speed. Correct? Now you require distance. But make sure, guys, whenever you have to take distance or whatever it is, or when you find the relative speed, or when you have to see when they cross each other, they both should be starting at the same time. They both should be starting with at the same time. Now, but एक start हो रहा है 9 a.m. को, another is starting at 10 a.m. मतलब 1 hour का difference है. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, पहले देख लेते हैं कि ये जो 9 a.m. को start हो रहा है ना, वो 10 a.m. तक कितना cross करता है, right? That means this first car, right, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. in 1 hour, how much distance is it covering? So I know it is 70 kilometers per hour. That means 1 hour it is covering 70 kilometers. मतलब 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. it is covering 70 kilometers. So ये 70 kilometers cover हुआ. So now the second car is over here at 10 a.m. That means now this car has to travel or to cover only 620 kilometers, no? 690 kilometers में से 70 kilometers कार फर्स्ट कार ने 9 to 10 a.m. कवर कर दिया. Now they both are at the same time in 10 a.m. 9 a.m. and they have to cover the distance 620 kilometers. So how much time will they take from 10 a.m. to cross each other, guys? So from 10 a.m. time taken to cross each other will be distance upon speed, relative speed. How much is that? Tell me. 5 ones are 5, 12, 2s are 10, 4, 20. This will be 3s are 30, ones are. So 31 ones are 31, 31 4s are 124. So in 4 hours, right, they will cross each other. But start कब हुआ? 10 a.m. को start हुआ ना? 10 a.m. से 11 a.m., 11 से 12, 12 से 1, 1 से 2. मतलब 2 p.m. को they will reach. That is option C. At what time do they meet? 10 बजने के बाद 4 घंटे के बाद they cross each other. 10 बजे के बाद 4 घंटे के बाद क्या आएगा? 2 बजेगा. So 2 p.m. will be the correct answer. Did you understand this, guys? See how easy this was. जब भी टाइम टेकन फाइंड करना रहेगा ना क्रॉस ईच अदर करने के लिए, सो मेक श्योर दिस बोथ स्टार्ट एट द सेम टाइम. तो सेम टाइम करने के लिए आपको पहले वाला जल्दी स्टार्ट होता है तो वो उतने टाइम तक कितना डिस्टेंस कवर करेगा फाइंड करो, उतना टोटल डिस्टेंस में से सब्ट्रैक्ट करो. आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस. कैन आई गेट अ क्विक यस? कम ऑन, वी विल सी वन मोर क्वेश्चन. Did everybody understand this or do you want me to repeat? Come on. Okay, cool. Let's see another question. Take this one. Try this out. So let us see how to solve this one. I told you whenever you see questions on streams and boat, right? I told you consider the speed of the boat in still water. Speed of boat in still water, bx, x kilometers per hour. Yes, that is correct, Mukul and Sumit. Mohit, what answer is that for? We want both boat and speeds river, no? River speed, no? And speed of river is what? Y kilometers per hour. I told you how do we work with upstream speed? Upstream speed is difference between the two speeds. And how do you find downstream speed? It is addition of the two speeds. See, इतना तो आपको पता होना चाहिए. Now let's understand the question. If the boat takes 12 hours to row 48 kilometers upstream, अगर upstream की बात किया जाए तो distance upon time, speed क्या है? Distance upon time. So 48 upon 12, that gives me 4 kilometers per hour speed. That means upstream speed x minus y is equivalent to 4. See, I get my first equation. Similarly, downstream speed to cover the same 48 kilometers, it takes 8 hours. So that gives me 6 kilometers per hour. So I can say x plus y is equals to 6. That is it. Solve these two equations. X minus y equals to 4, x plus y equals to 6. Add both the equations. So 2x equals to 10, right? So x is equals to 5. Then x minus y is 4, right? So y is what? 5 minus 4 is y, that is 1. So speed of the boat is 5 kilometers per hour and speed of the river is 1. Am I clear with this? See how easy this was. ये इतना आपको पता होना चाहिए. Okay, let's solve. So this is a way of solving boat and speed wale questions. सेम थिंग, बाकी ये यूज करना तो है ही. इसमें आप डिस्टेंस और स्पीड और टाइम कैसे डालते हो, दैट विल बी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दिस. एंड ट्रेन्स में यू फाइंड आउट रिलेटिव स्पीड एंड distances will be lengths of trains, bridge and all that stuff. I hope I'm clear with this, guys. So we have seen a good amount of questions. I hope you have understood time, speed and distance, everybody. Great. So we were able to finish time and work, time, speed and distance, partnership and simple interest, compound interest today. Okay, so we have finished almost a good amount of topics from quantitative session. Now only numbers and geometry is remaining. Okay. And permutation, combinations and probability. Good. So these 4 topics are remaining. So let us stop for the day. Do we have any doubts? Do we have any doubts, guys? Okay, let us stop then. Bye, everyone. Yeah, okay, great. Thank you for reminding. 1 second. I'm sharing the PPT in the chat box. Those who are on their laptops can get it. They will be able to get the PPTs. Acha, about the recordings, guys, recordings, please talk to your coordinator about that, or whoever, you know, from where you have got the campus credential mails, or if you have any WhatsApp group, correct? One who's coordinating with you, please contact them. They'll surely provide you with the recordings. I am not in the group, no, Baba. I'm not in the group. So do you already have WhatsApp groups, guys, made with respect to okay, just 1 second. Give me a minute. Let me check. Just 1 minute, guys. Asha, I have sent one PPT in the chat box. Can anybody tell me whoever have received it? If they are on their laptops or something. Who's received it? 1 second. Janvi has received it. So can you please send it in the group, in the respective groups? So these are the questions that we have done and some extra questions in it as well. Okay, so let me send the remaining. So I think I have sent 6 PPTs. I hope you have received it, guys. I have sent 6 PPTs, equations, averages, percentages, time one work, time speed, and partnership. I hope you have received it. You can just download them and you can just share them in the respective groups, please. And I sent one PDF that is Quant's handout, right? This has all the questions of all the topics that we have done in one PDF. At least download Quant's handout, at least share this Quant's handout in your respective groups, guys. Anybody who received Quant's handout, please? Can anybody say received if they have received this Quant's handout? Okay, so those who have received it, kindly share it in the groups, okay? So we'll stop here. Bye, everyone.